Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video we are doing my June sewing makes. Well, June 2022 sewing makes. Alright, so before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. Now, I'm gonna say June was completely a lot of sewing, and July is pretty much going to be the same thing. So I'm going to try to keep this as quickly as possible to give you everything that I sewed in the month of June. All right, now let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I sewed was the third dress in the series, Battle of the Shirt Dress. It was all about that split sleeve with a red lining, okay? Now the pattern used was New Look 6180 View B. The fabric used was 100% Incar print from Wax Prints Lace and more. I also did a pattern review for this dress, which I will definitely link to it on the end screen. Speaking of hashtag Battle of the Shirt Dress, I finished off the series with the last dress as well, which was dress number 4 in the Battle of the Shirt Dress, with a button down front wrap shirt dress. Yes. And I used Simplicity 8687. The fabric was so beautiful. I wish I had more of this fabric, but I do not, unfortunately. The fabric was purchased from K Textile 19 on Etsy. I also did a pattern review, which I will link to on the end screen. And I also did a grand finale, and I will link that on the end screen as well. All right. Now, from the Battle of the Shirt Dress, I collaborated with my good friend Talisha from Creativity by T, and we collaborated for National Donut Day, where I sewed 2 items. I sewed Simplicity 1366, which was my TNT pattern for a tank top or a cami. And I also sewed the shorts that's from McCall's 8119. And all I did was add a waistband. All right. Now for the shorts, it's actually a jumpsuit romper pattern, which I did a sew along for it during the hashtag So Much Colors, where I collaborated with Cherie from @CherieThomas30. which I will also link that video on the end screen so you could see what I'm talking about. Or actually, I'll just go ahead and link all of these videos in the description box below, as well as what I can on the end screen. From there, I sewed a lap zipper skirt as part of the Sew Along base series called the Sew What series. And the pattern used for that lap zipper skirt was McCall's 8051. The fabric used was from Joann's. It was this black glitter style foil star fabric from Joann's, and I love it. I wish I had more of that fabric, but I do not. I try to use all the fabric once I purchased it. Okay. Now for the skirt, I was channeling my Janet Jackson from the late 80s, early 90s when I took these photos. The photos came out so good, so amazing. I want to thank my photographer, my daughter. She does all my photos, so she's been learning how to use these lenses, okay? Now, moving on from the Sew What series to the summer skirt series, all right? I created the first 3 skirts in that series. The first skirt being the sarong skirt, which seems more of like a wrap skirt to me. I used Butterick 6354, which is also Simplicity 9290 for the skirt. I also turned this into a collection titled the Bright Diamond Collection, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, with all those colorful diamonds on my fabric, which you can see the video on the end screen. But I will also put it in the description box below. I think what I'm going to do is just put them all in the description box below and then link to a few of them on the end screen. All right. Now for this set, I created a couple of items. I created a boxy style top using McCall 7542, which is also McCall's 8161. And I also created a cami tank top using my, of course, TNT pattern, Simplicity 1366. Now, the second skirt in the summer skirt series was a pencil skirt, and the pattern used was New Look 6697. This pencil skirt was part of three series total, which were the summer skirt series, the business wardrobe series, and the So What series. Now, this pencil skirt was the third project in the business wardrobe series, which there is one more pattern left to complete that series this year, which will be Butterick 6718. And then this pencil skirt is also the the second skirt in the summer skirt series and project number 6 in the So What series. So the pencil skirt served many purposes this month, right? Now, the last skirt in the summer skirt series that I just posted Tuesday was the flared skirt using a New Look 6702. The fabric was a tribal print from Smurfette Fabric Shop on Etsy. And I also decided to take the skirt and play dress up with it. So what I did was I took that one tribal fabric, one pair of shoes, and like I said in the video, I made it do what it do, okay? So I took all my previous makes garments this year in that fabric and created a tribal collection. So the items in that tribal collections are Simplicity 8415, the basic sheath dress, and then I did New Look 6704, which was the puff sleeve blouse, which I did a sew along for that, and the basic sheath dress, which was Simplicity 8415. I did a pattern review for that, which I'll put it in the description box below. And then I did Simplicity 8843, which was the anorak jacket. I did a pattern review for that. But Brittany J. Jones had a sew along for that if you're interested. So I'll put her sew along for the anorak jacket in the description box below as well. And the last part of that was the black Cami from Simplicity 1366, which you will see several times in many collections, which I will be making more in a variety of colors and make another one in black as well. So I'm not fading out that color from washing it so many times. All right, so from the summer skirt series, I did a sew along for a pair of culottes. And for this culotte, I called the collection the Ben Day collection. And I talked about what it meant and all of that good stuff, okay? Now, this collection came about as a use up the rest of my 100% Ankara fabric from when I did the puff sleeve blouse sew along back in January. I used Butterick 6178 for the culottes and created a whole collection, okay? Now, the patterns used for this collection were, of course, Butterick 6178, which was the culottes, the New Look 6698, which I did the sew along for the puff sleeve blouse, and then I took 2 button-down shirts from Simplicity 1538, which was the black and the gingham button-down shirts, to put along with this collection. And then, of course, the tank top is from #sewing5 and below, which was Simplicity 1366, all right? So I tend to pair a lot of my makes together to create different collections as well, and you could do the same thing. Now, this set was quick, put together, using a color palette, and the color palette that I used for this collection was black, brown, white, and gray. So that was the color palette that I used to create this Band-Aid inspired collection. I will talk about color palettes in a different video. I don't want to go too far into how I create collections and how do I come up with these color palettes or anything like that. That will be saved for another video. Trust me, I will do another video with all of that good stuff in it. All right, so moving from that collection, the last thing I sewed outside of #SoMuchColors, which I will tell all about that in a different video, okay, on #SoMuchColor. I'll wrap that up with a whole different video because it's a lot of items, okay? The last thing that I sewed was a jumpsuit, and the pattern used for the beginner-friendly jumpsuit was Simplicity 9541. This jumpsuit was part of the 150 likes that I received on my Simplicity Summer 2022 video that I posted like towards the end of May, beginning of June. It could have been the first weekend of June, to be honest. All right. Now, I love this fabric. and I love the jumpsuit. I plan on making the dress now, but we will see. So when I say I love this fabric, my sister decided to gift me a total of 30 yards of this fabric. And the goal was, the challenge is to use up all 30 yards, and I have to use all 30 yards of this fabric and sew at least 6 items. So I'm one down with 30 more yards to go. Now, I think I could get about 8 different garments with 30 yards of fabric, but we're gonna see, okay? That's basically using roughly 3 3/4 per item sewn. But we'll see. You will see this fabric several times in the upcoming years. All right, well, those are all the things I sewed for June 2022. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video Wednesday. You won't want to miss it. And also, I want to thank all of my new and returning subscribers for your support. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.